Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be solving the Leet code question binary tree zigzag level order traversal. Alright, so in this question, we're going to be given a binary tree and we need to return the zigzag level order traversal of its nodes values. So what this means is we go left to right, then right to left, then left to right. So this is going to be 3, 20, 9, and then 15, 7. So how are we actually going to solve this? So we're going to implement a stack. So our stack is going to start off with having the value of the head. So in this case, it's going to have a value of 3. Then we're going to pop out all of the elements inside of our stack, and we're going to get its left and right children for each of the elements we pop out. So in this case, we're going to get 9 and 20. But we can't just add 9 and 20 to our answers. So first, we're going to add 9 and 20 to our stack. And instead of adding 9 and 20 to our answers, we're going to add 20 and 9. Because over here, we went from left to right. So on the next level, we need to go from right to left. But on the level after that, so after we did 9 and 20, we're going to remove them from our stack. So first, we're going to remove 9. And it doesn't have any children nodes. So we're going to leave it as it is. Then we're going to remove the 20. And it has a left child and a right child. And in this case, we're going to add 15 and then 7 to our answers list because we need to go from left to right since we went from right to left on the second level. Okay, I think it's a lot easier to understand once we write the code. Alright, so to start off, we're first going to check if our root actually exists. So if the root equals to none, then in that case, we're just going to return an empty list. And then we're going to initialize a few variables. So we're going to have our results, which is an empty list. And we're going to have our stack, which is going to start off by having the value of the root. Then we're going to have a direction. And I'm going to just equate it to 1. So what I'm going to do is, if whatever the direction value is, mod 2 is equal to 0, then in that case, I'm going to go from right to left. Else, I'm going to go from left to right. So I'll show you what that exactly means inside of our while loop. So while stack, so that means we're going to keep going as long as there's a value for the stack. And we're going to initialize our temporary variable over here. So that's just going to be an empty list for now. Okay, so then now we're going to iterate through everything inside of our stack. So for x in range, then the length of stack. Okay, so now that we do that, we're going to have our node, which is going to just be whatever we pop out of our stack. Then we're going to add that value to our temporary variable. So temp.append, and then we're going to add the value, so node.val. And now we're going to check if it has any children nodes. So if node.left is not equal to none, then in that case, we're going to append, so stack dot append, and then we're going to add the left node to the stack, so node dot left. And similarly, now we're going to do the same for the right node. So if node dot right is not equal to none, then in that case we're going to stack dot append node dot right. So we're going to add the right node to our stack. Okay, so after we do that, we're going to go outside of our for loop. One second. Okay, so after we do that, we're going to go outside of our for loop. And now we need to add whatever we have inside of our temporary variable. And we need to add that to our results. So like I said before, if direction mod 2 is equal to 0, then in that case, we're going to add the nodes from right to left. So result dot append. So we're going to add everything inside of our temporary variable from right to left. So -1. Similarly, if direction mod 2 is not equal to 0, then we're going to add everything from left to right. So it's going to be the same thing. It's just going to be result dot append, but we're adding from left to right. So it's just going to be 1 instead of -1. And finally, each time we iterate through this loop, we need to increase the value of our direction. So direction plus equals 1. And then after we do that, we go outside of our while loop and we're just going to return our result. So now let's submit this. And as you can see, our submission did get accepted. And finally, do let me know if you have a better solution to this or if you have any questions regarding this. And finally, thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if this video helped you. Thank you.